What's going on, you guys? How you doing tonight? God bless you. Thank you for coming to Sons of God Ministries here on this episode of this Patreon on the Angelic Gates of Reincarnation. We are on part 4 as it is. Now tonight, what we will have to do is we're going to have to go back in time. We're going to have to go back to the Garden of Eden, okay? We're going to have to go back to the beginning. Now, what we are about to discuss tonight, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab yourself some water, grab some tea, grab something, because this is going to take a little while. Because what you're about to hear tonight, I'm sure you have never heard before, and we're going to back it up with the scripture. We're going to back it up with other sources, and we're going to show you how the Garden of Eden story is not about a talking snake and about a bunch of trees in a garden that you're not supposed to take forth from. All right? It's not a piece of fruit that you're supposed to not eat, okay? And we're going to use the words of Jesus. We're going to use the Old Testament scriptures. We're going to use different sources to back all these things up. And ultimately, what is this episode about? What is this series about? Reincarnation, transmigration, the idea of the resurrection. And with that, what is this going to lead into? The very fact that reincarnation, transmigration is in the Garden of Eden story, whether you realize it or not. Now, before we get started on this episode, I need to let you guys know something. If you look behind me, I have a bunch of books which are on the Zoharic teachings, okay? Now, I've been studying these books. I actually ordered this Monday, and I'm already on the second volume out of the 23-volume set. And let's put it this way. I've been studying it probably about 6 to 8 hours a day. I've been studying Kabbalah way before this. I probably put about 1,000 hours into my study on Kabbalah and the Zoharic teachings. And I'm going to tell you this much, like the book of Job tells you. You must go into dark places in order to find light. And there are some truths to these very things, and Jesus taught on these matters. But then there's a twist within the story as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about this very thing tonight. Last week, if you guys remember, on the episode of Jesus and John the Baptist, who their reincarnated states were, who their angelic counterparts were, we actually talked about how John the Baptist is Sandalphon and Jesus is Metatron, okay? The Metatronic understanding is not that he's a person, but you zoom in and out, and Metatron becomes the body as well. Now, within that understanding, with what